This is the Shark Upright Vacuum Navigator Lift-Away Deluxe. When I received it, the very first thing I noticed was how compact the packaging was for something I knew would have such strong capabilities. Taking it out of the box gave me a good first impression. The blue finish is sleek, and the overall build feels sturdy but not overly heavy. It's balanced in weight, which is important for a vacuum you expect to move around often. I also appreciated that there weren't too many components to assemble. It felt straightforward and simple, which definitely helps reduce any initial hesitation about setting up a new appliance. From a design and functionality perspective, I immediately liked the upright structure. It's not bulky or clunky, which can sometimes be a concern with vacuums that promise a lot of features. It has a nice glossy finish that's easy to clean, and the inclusion of both the Crevice tool and Upholstery tool was a bonus. They attach easily, so you won't spend time fiddling around when you need to switch between tools. The detachable pod, which is part of the lift-away feature, caught my attention right away because I already knew this vacuum had a good reputation for being versatile. The overall design seems very thoughtful, with user convenience in mind. From my experience using this vacuum, I can say that assembly was a breeze. There weren't a lot of complicated parts or confusing instructions. I had it up and running within minutes. When it comes to actually cleaning, I was amazed by how much suction power this vacuum delivers. I have a mix of carpeted and hard floors at home, so I was curious about how well it would transition from one surface to another. The answer? It handles both with ease. The brush roll shutoff is a handy tool for switching between deep carpet cleaning and gently gliding over hard floors. I didn't feel like I'd have to keep adjusting or fighting with the vacuum to get the job done. The suction is genuinely strong, and I could see how much dust and dirt it was picking up, even on surfaces that didn't appear visibly dirty. I also appreciated how effective it was for pet hair. I have pets that shed a lot, and that can be frustrating to deal with using a weaker vacuum. But the Shark Navigator handled it beautifully on both furniture and carpets. I didn't feel like I needed to keep going over the same spot multiple times to get everything clean. Speaking of cleaning, the swivel steering is another standout feature. If you've ever struggled to maneuver around furniture or tight spaces with bulkier vacuums, this fixes that problem. The movement feels smooth and controlled, and I didn't have to strain or reposition myself awkwardly to get into corners or under tables. Combined with the detachable pod in lift-away mode, this vacuum really gives you the flexibility to clean areas you might normally ignore, like stairs or the tops of shelves. Another point I loved was the HEPA filter and the anti-allergen seal. I have allergies, so having a vacuum that genuinely traps dust and allergens was important to me. After cleaning, I noticed a difference in how fresh and clean the air felt in the rooms. This is one of those features that puts this vacuum ahead for me, especially since I didn't trust my old vacuum to do more than kick up dust while I cleaned. Maintenance is also easy. The dust cup is large enough to allow me to clean without needing to empty it constantly. And when it does get full, the process of emptying it is quick and clean. No spills, no mess. Now, not everything is perfect, and I want to touch on a couple of challenges I faced while using it. One issue I noticed is related to hair tangling in the brush roll. While it's fantastic for picking up pet hair, it does require some regular cleaning if you're dealing with a lot of long hair. It's not a deal breaker for me, because the vacuum's performance outweighs this minor inconvenience, but it's something to be aware of. Another thing is its performance on deep pile carpets. On thicker carpeting, I did have to use a bit more effort to push and maneuver it compared to regular carpets or hard floors. I wouldn't say it's difficult, but it's something to keep in mind if you have a lot of plush or thick rugs. Lastly, I know some people have commented about the hose length, and while it didn't specifically bother me, I can see how it might feel a bit restricting for tasks like cleaning long staircases. For regular household use, though, I think it works just fine. Just don't expect to use it for really extended reaches without repositioning the vacuum. In conclusion, I think the Shark Upright Vacuum Navigator Lift-Away Deluxe is a great option for anyone in need of a reliable, versatile vacuum cleaner. From my experience, its powerful suction, ability to handle pet hair, and ease of maneuvering make it well worth the investment. The anti-allergen technology and HEPA filter are huge pluses, especially if you have allergies or pets. While it has a few minor drawbacks, those are things I can easily overlook considering the overall effectiveness of this machine. If you're thinking of upgrading your vacuum game and want something that works on multiple surfaces, deals with pet hair, and makes cleaning less of a chore, I'd recommend checking this out. It has become an essential tool in my daily cleaning routine, and I've been happy with its performance. Check the comments of this video for a link to see the current pricing of the Shark Upright Vacuum Navigator Lift-Away Deluxe NV360.